So let's take a look at another example of this. So here we're going to create a brand new application and upload some data to it to train a model. But we're going to start with a third-party model. So in our platform, we allow you to upload models that were trained outside the platform and then extend them and use them as context to learn new models. So we have a user interface here that we're going to leverage to upload a model that we trained in a different server. And it's just an embedding model. So it's going to take the pixels of an image and embed them into a single vector. And that's really powerful because you can compare those vectors for visual similarity search, or you can train on top of those vectors using context-based training. We define the fields of that actual neural network model and how they map to the fields in our API. We provide some data provider parameters. And then here, we're showing you the configuration of the model itself. It has the inputs, images that we specified on the left. It has the output of batch norm 6, which happens to be a layer of the neural net, which is going to return as embeddings. So with that configuration, we zip up the folder of the model checkpoint and that configuration file and upload it. And so as it's uploaded, we're uploading it to our cloud right now, and it runs some benchmarking of this new model. And this is really important because we want to ensure that we understand the memory and performance of every model that's running in our Armada inference system. So Armada automatically does this benchmarking, so you don't have to manually do this yourself. And that takes just a matter of seconds to be able to understand how your model is going to perform in our system. Then we can go ahead and build a workflow with this brand new model. So we want to use these embeddings to do a few things in our platform. So we created a workflow with just that one model embed that we uploaded as a third-party model. And then we're going to configure that as our base workflow of our application. The base workflow of an app is used at upload time to index the data. So here we want to run all of the images that we're going to upload through that embedding model to get its embeddings indexed in the database. That allows us to do search across those embeddings, but it also allows us to train on top of those embeddings to learn something new. So we uploaded a bunch of dog images, and we want to label them so that we can learn that new thing. We're just going to call them dog, pretty simple example. And we're going to take a look at the context-based trainer that we're going to build on top. So now that we've labeled these images dog, we're going to build that context-based classifier. We're going to select all the concepts, in this case, just one. And we're going to go ahead and build on top of that specific embedding model. And we're going to kick off training, which literally takes seconds. You can see it almost automatically. And we can even evaluate how this model performs. So the evaluation metrics let us know if this model was good or not. And finally, we can take a look at predictions of this model and seeing that it's very confident that this was predicted to be a dog. So we went through a pretty complex process or powerful process in just a very simple few clicks in the user interface. So this is really exciting to be able to upload third-party models, and we think that's going to really accelerate how many use cases and customers are sharing in our platform.